Hello, everybody, and I believe we're live. Yes, we are live now. The Habs just finished their game about 10, 15 minutes ago, and some big things happened tonight, both in hockey and in baseball, which I'm going to mention in a few minutes just as a quick little thing. If you've been here to the stream before, you guys know I go over the stats on the board, and then I go to the game summary. So and as per usual, now I'm just going to mention the stats that change. Which stay off the weed, Harry. Thank you, Jesse. I'm going to pretty much name off everybody because almost everybody got a point, it seems. Jonathan Drouin and Brendan Gallagher are leading point scorers with 6 goals, 5 assists for both of them. Max Domi, notable because his point streak comes to an end at, I want to say it's 9 games. Still with 3 goals, 7 assists. Yoel Armia with 3 goals, 6 goals, 3 assists. Tomas Tatar, 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points each. Philip Deneau, 4 goals, 4 assists. Shea Weber, 2 goals, 6 assists for 8, both of them with 8 points. We'll get to Weber a little later on. Jeff Petrie, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points. Nick Cousins and Nick Suzuki, 2 goals, 3 assists, and 3 goals, 2 assists each for them. Ben Sherratt and Victor Mete, 1 goal and 2 assists for each of them. The fact that Kotkaniemi is pretty cold right now, he has not gotten a point in, I want to say it's close to 6 or 7 games. I'd honestly argue you send him down. I don't necessarily know if you call up Nate Thompson or if you try and put, say, Jordan Gill at center. You want to try him at center. But Kotkaniemi right now is not doing too hot. Obviously, sending him down, he would probably be on the second line because you need Paling on that first line. Of course, you can't call up Cole Caulfield because he's in college. And interestingly enough, Cale Fleury without a point right now. Cale Fleury has gone 12 games into the regular season without a point. He played well last game against the Leafs. I believe that was the game I said he's played the best hockey in the NHL right now. Interestingly enough, still no points for the kid. I think once he gets that first point, he'll start hitting off just like with Nick Suzuki with points in, I want to say, 5 or 6 games since he scored that first goal along with Victor Mete in his first goal. Record now increases to 6-4-2 for 14 points. I'm going to change our ranking in the East before I forget to do so. And in the Atlantic, it probably changes as well. So I'm just going to do that really quick. I would project that we're now 4th in the Atlantic. And overall, I would personally think 8th in the East. 8th in the East right now. This game is obviously the last game. Canadiens win 4-1 against the Arizona Coyotes. Power play is 10 for 44. We had a couple chances tonight, but we did not actually score on any. I believe they said something, the Arizona commentators, because I was watching their feed for some reason. I should have actually switched the Canadian feed, but I didn't. I believe they said, according, of course, to the statistics, the Canadiens have the worst power play in the league right now. We started off hot. We have just about a power play goal per game, 10 power play goals in 12 games, but still, 10 for 44 is not good. Penalty kill, though, I would consider probably one of the best in the league. We've killed off 30 power plays or penalty kills. We've killed off 30 penalties on 43 attempts. So we've pretty much allowed a power play goal, a power play goal a game. True. Thank you, Jesse. Our penalty kill is doing quite good, but our power play definitely needs some work. I think once we call up Ryan Paling, whether it's this year or next year, our penalty kill will get better. And depending if Cole Caulfield is ready for next season or if he's in the minors, if he comes up, I think he could be a huge addition to the center depth. Because honestly, despite Nate Thompson playing very well this season thus far, I feel like this could very well be his last season. He's 34. I want to say 34, 35, which for hockey is really old. Somehow we'll have Weber till he's 40. Hopefully not us, but the league, as in Seattle, hopefully. Who knows? Maybe since Ottawa has 2 first-round picks, they'll be dumb enough and trade us both first for like Tatar or Weber and a third or something. I don't know. the guy's got a dream. We got to get first and second overall in the draft somehow. Goals leaders are Mia Gallagher, Mia Gallagher and Jonathan Drouin with 6 each. So 18 goals combined between between three guys, which is actually very, very good. Our depth is really showing up this year. No yawning. I'm sorry, Jesse. It's almost 1 in the morning. By the way, happy Halloween to everybody. Even if you're not seeing us on Halloween, happy Halloween. And if it's your birthday, you're probably the devil because it's Halloween. Either that or you're an undead zombie, which in that case, please don't bite me. It's 10 p.m. You see my clock, Jesse. What does it read? It reads 12:54 at 10:31 with 24 degrees. 24 degrees. It is not 10 p.m. Canada's fake. That's actually very true. Canada is very fake. Assist leaders is Max Domi. Our assist leader is Max Domi with 7. Weber coming in close. Tatar coming in close with 6. Thompson as well with 5 assists. Sadly, did not get a point tonight. And Drouin and Gallagher each with 5. So we could very well have another giant race like I had for the first 2 or 3 games. I think it was preseason or regular season, where goals and assists had just a bunch of people with 1. So who knows? Maybe if we get, say, I don't know, I guess, say, Deneau getting 2 goals next game, Tatar and Domi getting a couple goals, and they're all at 6 against Vegas and the Bruins and the Stars, and assist leader, everyone just blows up for a ton of assists. It'll finally give me an excuse to get rid of the goals and assist leaders. Home record does not change. It is still 3-3-0. Have not lost in overtime at home yet. Away record improves to 3-1-2, our 3rd win on the road this year in regulation. Or our 3rd win not at home. Surprisingly, our away record is better than our home record right now. 3-3-0 compared to away record being 3-1-2. We've gotten points on the road in overtime when we've lost, which to me is very, very interesting, I find at least. So now with those stats out of the way, I'm just going to move Borst D over just ever so slightly so you guys can still see the stats if you were to look. And we're going to get into the real things that I wrote for this game. So before the game even started, I put, well, actually, that's a lie. About 8 minutes in when it was finally mentioned, I was like, oh, yeah, I should probably put that. But Nick Cousins playing his first game, playing for the first time against his former team in the Coyotes, as well with Max Domi. First game this season, at least. I'm pretty sure he played both. I'm pretty sure games against the Coyotes. Against the Coyotes last year. I'm sorry, Jesse, for yawning on the job. The job that I'm not getting paid anything for. Domi, I'm pretty sure he was also playing tonight against his former team, and Jordan Wheel actually, because I guess he was a Coyote beforehand, but he was actually scratched. He did not play tonight. I'm sorry, Jesse. Please don't get angry at me. Don't fire me. 22 seconds into the first period, Habs lead 1-0 on the first shot of the game. The Montreal Canadiens lead 1-0. It's Brendan Gallagher with a classic goal of his, just getting in front of the net, tipping it in, or just chipping away at it. Gets into the net. It's from Shea Weber. Brendan Gallagher is from Shea Weber and Tomas Tatar. 22 seconds in. Ronta probably should have had that if it's anyone except Brendan Gallagher. I think the fact that it's Brendan Gallagher. I'm sorry, Jesse. Just goes to show he has that stigma of this guy crowds the net, go after him, and yet no one does. Jesse, I promise, I'm swear it's going to be the same exact way tomorrow after the game against Vegas, which also starts at 10. Yeah. 3 minutes in, and the Habs had not gotten a shot off since that first goal. The shots were 6-1 for the Coyotes at that point, and I was worrying slightly. I was like, okay, the Habs are up 1-0. Shots are 6-1. Price has the shutout still. The Habs went to the power play with a I forget who it was and what it was for. I feel like it was a hooking, though. And honestly, this was a blown call. Yoel Armia should have gone to the box. There was a boarding call, or there was a boarding. He boarded. He sent Oliver Ekman-Larsson into the boards. Ref is standing right there, and somehow there's a no call. How does that not get called for Yoel Armia? He should have gotten at least, I would think, 5 in a game. Thankfully, Ekman-Larsson seemed to look fine. He seemed to look good. He was a little shaken up, of course, angry at the refs for not calling it, but you know, in a way, not really payback since Armia does get on the board later tonight, I believe. The Habs power play works well on the setup, but they're not able to get anything in the back of the net. I do think the Habs take a little bit too much time setting up, but keep in mind when you're trying to set up Domi or Petrie on the for the slap shot, you're keeping a guy. My apologies for yawning. It's kind of 1 a.m. and I'm recording this. I'm recording this. Recording, totally not streaming. When you're setting up for the power play and you have Domi or Petrie over here, and you have your two guys down here setting them up, how is Domi and or Petrie always left alone at this spot? 1 a.m. and tired. Hey, I'm going to bed like right after the stream, Jesse. Like I go to bed at like 1:30, 2 o'clock now. But when you have Domi and Petrie and they're somehow left open, how do you not convert that into some type of strategy where, hey, these guys are leaving Domi and Petrie open. Let's get to them, fake the shot, pass over, and score. Or some type of strategy involving Domi and Petrie not taking the shot, because that seems to be what the Habs power play is now. You set up Domi and Petrie for the slap shot, and it's only worked once, I believe. And I'm pretty sure that was Petrie's first goal of the season that it worked on, which was like 2 games into the season. After that, everyone watched Habs. Petrie and Domi are the guys that you're setting up in the point. Habs need to change that power play strategy, or at least alter it in some way where they keep it the same, but change it to where, okay, Petrie and Domi, you're passing that instead of when you actually take the shot. Actually, I shouldn't. I said power play works well, and then I just ripped into it. That's probably how I really am. And since that 3-minute mark, the Habs tie the shots off at 6. They're playing very, very well. And then Cale Fleury, who didn't play that well tonight, I gotta admit. He impressed me last game against the Leafs. I said he played the best hockey he had played up until that point against the Leafs. Tonight he gets the puck, but he can't keep it. He almost allows on a 3-on-2 for the Coyotes. Thankfully, there's no goals converted because of it. But still, Cale Fleury coming off that game against Toronto did not play too well. And I'm trying to fix my light right now because it's wobbly as all hell. And it's just going to go back towards the other way. Okay, cool. Danault strips the puck off Kessel. There's a great play with Gallagher. My mouse just moved on its own with Gallagher, but it cannot convert into a goal. Antti Raanta, I'm going to say this now. Antti Raanta is not the reason this game is 4-1. Honestly, I think if you have the Coyote, if you have Darcy Kemper, if you have Darcy Kemper in net for the Coyotes, this game I'd argue is very close to 8-1. The Coyotes played well, except for their defense, I would argue. The Coyotes' defense did not play the best tonight. The forwards are trying to get something going. And obviously they did since they're on the scoreboard. But I think if you have Darcy Kemper in net, this game is absolutely an 8-1 game for the Canadiens. Probably have a hat trick in there for Brendan Gallagher and or Jonathan Drouin. Byron would have had his first of the season, which we'll get to later on. But Antti Raanta really saved this game from being much more worse than it was. Coyotes going to the box, going to the power play, and I have to agree with this. It's a slashing call on Tomas Tatar. And honestly, that's one of the first calls I've seen this year where, or at least with the Habs, not including other games. This is one of the first calls, I want to say the second actually, that I've disagreed with the refs on. Tatar did not slash. I want to say, I forget who it was. I didn't put it. But how does that get called and not the Armia boarding AOL? OEL, not AOL. If he boarded AOL, they'd only be gone now. Never mind. If Armia boards Oliver Ekman-Larsson and it's not a penalty, why is Tatar a penalty? for slashing when he didn't slash. Um, I honestly think Armia probably should have gotten 5, at least 5 in a game, and I still don't know how that was not called. Clayton Keller was hit pretty hard in the corner by Jeff Petrie. It was a nice hit, but hopefully he was fine. He did seem to be fine. Keller got up fairly easily and fairly quickly. I didn't recall seeing him a whole lot on the ice, but keep in mind I was watching the Habs more than the Coyotes players. And I put both teams are playing very well thus far. The Coyotes were out shooting the Habs. I want to say at that point it was 12-10, but it was not by much. They were not out shooting the Canadiens by much. And Price out of so it was probably 11-10 actually, because Price was way out of the net for the 12th shot, and with the rebound, it shot wide. There was a wide open net. I want to say it was Petrie or Sherratt, I think. It might have been one of the other defensemen. I'm pretty sure it was Petrie or Sherratt was blocking, or not blocking, but they were getting their stick in the way of the Coyote player from getting the puck completely and putting it in the back of the net and tying this game up at 1. Because if this game is tied up at 1, nearing the end of the first, I really don't know if this game is a win for the Canadiens. Because if you have the score as is now, but you just had that one goal, Canadiens win 4-2, unless the Coyotes pulled goalie. It more than likely is 5-2, but just as of right now, it's a 4-2 victory for the Habs if that goal goes in. I don't really know if it really would be that much. I feel like would probably be a 3-2 game for the Canadiens in overtime, honestly. I feel like the Coyotes would get a point out of this game if that first goal counts, if what would have been the first goal counted. Jonathan Drouin with a nice turnover, and Armia with a tip in front, but they're not able to get into the net. Jonathan Drouin, or Yoel Armia would have had his, I want to say, his second point of the night. He would have been the Habs' lone leading goal scorer at 7, which would have just been insane. The fact Yoel Armia would have been a leading goal scorer. He still is, technically. He's tied for it. And that's not a knock against Armia. I really like Yoel Armia. But the fact he's part of our leading goal scorer just blows my mind. I would have expected Domi up there personally. Carl Soderberg and Nick Cousins swinging sticks at each other after the final whistle of the first. Nothing much came out of that, really. There was no fights, no big physicality after that first period. And speaking of, the Habs lead 1-0. Shots are 14-13 for the Coyotes going into the second. So, of course, what happens in the second? Early on, 24 seconds in, Weber gets a slap shot into an empty netter, and it's from Danault and Mete. The reason it's an empty net is because Antti Raanta loses his stick or skate blade on the play. So technically, Weber still can't score unless it's an empty net. Raanta did try and make the save, but he was just too short on that. Effort. I give him an A+ for effort for trying to stop that, but Weber with the slap, it was a fast one. I'll give him that. He still has a fast slap shot, but the fact he can really only score when he has an empty net is quite concerning. And I still think we either trade Weber after this season, get rid of that $10 million, or that I'm gonna say $7.5 million, trade it away to Ottawa for that first rounder that could be Alexis Lafreniere, since Ottawa will be 31st in the league, first overall draft pick. If you do that, I think that's good. I really do think that would be good. My apologies once again. Price loses his stick. There's no penalty for that. I didn't see if it was a Habs player or a Coyotes player, but I put no penalty just in case it was a Coyotes player. But Riley holding a Coyote, I want to say it was Oliver Ekman-Larsson as well, actually, is a penalty. I didn't see that as a penalty, really. I understand why they called it, but I personally didn't see it as a penalty. And the Coyotes didn't seem to be playing too well. They were quite flat on their power play. The second goal really seemed to deflate them. It was the second goal in, technically, if you're going by the opening minute, the 2 goals in like 50 seconds. If you're going by the opening minute, That's not something the Coyotes, and you can't even really blame the Coyotes for that second goal, and you can't blame Antti Ranta. His skate blade came out. You blame the skate blade. Crucify the skate blade. Hashtag crucify Blady is my hashtag crucify Blady. Should be on the board, but I'm not gonna put it on there because I'm too lazy. Go Habs go. Yes, indeed. Go Habs go. Crunchy, I'm gonna say is your name. I hope I'm saying that properly. But yes, indeed, go Habs go. They played very, very well tonight, and they beat a Coyotes team that has been really impressing this year. They've been very, very good, and I believe they're in a playoff spot right now, as the Montreal Canadiens are as well. And do you live in Montreal? Yes, I do actually. I live in Montreal. Well, not like right in Montreal, but I live in the vicinity of Montreal. And Price is playing very well tonight. Though I did notice something, he was allowing quite a few rebounds. If you look at Price tonight, I believe the lone goal actually that the Coyotes scored actually did come on a rebound. Do you speak French? Oui. I speak very, very limited French. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Bien toi. Basic, very, very basic French. I do not speak much French at all, actually. But if you type in French, I'll Google Translate it. I'll speak in English. If if you can understand it, and of course I talk Habs. As you could probably tell, I speak Habs. I do speak Habs. I speak a lot of Habs. But Price, if you look at that one goal, I'm pretty sure it was a rebound, actually. It was off a rebound. Price allowed a lot of rebounds tonight. And thankfully, it was only that one goal, because if Price was not on his game tonight, this easily, if Price is not on his game tonight and allows a lot of those rebounds, this is a Coyotes victory, I find. Well, yes, we who's your favorite player? Oh, what is my favorite player? For going current, honestly, Max Domi. Without a shadow of doubt, Max Domi. There's not a game where I look at Domi and I think he did not bring it tonight. Every single game I've seen, yeah, same with Domi. Every single game I see Domi play, he brings it every single game. He brings that physicality to the ice in a way. Except for tonight, he didn't bring too much physicality, but he always tries his hardest, I find. Sadly, his point streak was broken tonight, but Domi is my favorite Canadian right now. A very, very close second, though. Honestly, it might be Nate Thompson. Nate Thompson might be my second favorite half right now. He's playing very, very well for a 34-year-old with 5 points on that fourth line. Thankfully, he was not scratched tonight, but sadly, he did not get a point tonight. So Domi and Thompson might actually be my top two Habs. What about you, Crunchy? I'm still trying to say your name properly. I'm gonna say Crunchy as of right now. I'm all the way for that. Back to the Habs game. It was a great move by I honestly didn't see who. I'm gonna say Thompson just because I really like Thompson to stop Vincent Hinostroza from getting a breakaway with a nice poke check on him as he's on a why can I not think of the why can I not think of the word? It's not a wraparound, but he was as he spins. I'm just gonna say I feel very dirty for just saying straight up spins, but with he spins, it's a great poke check to get the puck the other way, and thankfully Coyotes do not tie it up. Do not get a goal on that. Yeah, he's doing good things for his age. I agree with. I assume you're talking about Thompson as well. He's doing very good. I was quite shocked when we signed. I want to say we signed him, and I don't think we traded for him. I when we signed him, I was a little not worried, but I was just really Nate Thompson. And I think if you go back, I believe I have a video from my old Habs News and Review, Habs News and Rumors report. When we signed on free agency, Thompson, Cousins, Verone, and Kincaid, I think I said Thompson was probably going to be a minor league player. I'm glad I said that because he's really surpassed my expectations, Thompson. Hopefully he's able to get goals. I'm hoping for 10 goals this season from Nate Thompson, and I'm just realizing now, oh God, I don't want Jesperi Kotkaniemi to get 10 goals because I'm going to really have to squish that in. Oh, thanks for the like. I'm assuming that's you, Crunchy. I'm really going to have to squeeze that in once Kotkaniemi gets 10 goals this season. I really hope he's not a 100-point player then because, oh, God, that's a nightmare to put. But if he's going from 3 goals to 100 from 3 points to 100 this season, I'm not complaining. If he's somehow able to get out of the slump he's in. Habs get another power play with 4 seconds left on it. Weber hooks a Coyote. It causes – I didn't see who it was. I'm going to assume it's Hinostroza just because Hinostroza's on the mind. Causes the Coyote player to hit Price in the back of the head with a skate. And honestly, I got to say, Weber's not that great this year. It sucks that I have to say it, but Weber's not great this year. Favorite player of all time for the Habs. That's a very, very tough question, actually. Favorite player for the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal. Ooh, I don't know. I might want to say this guy. Oh, he's off camera. I might want to say Saku Koivu. Maurice Richard. Yeah, Maurice Richard. I can't blame you for picking Richard at all. But for me, it very well might be Saku Koivu. Just because he's really one of the first players I heard of when I first got into hockey in 2015 was Koivu, and I looked up his. I want to say it was a battle with cancer, and then when he came back in 2002, I still look back not fondly because I literally was not even born when he came back from cancer, or if I was like a month or two old. Koivu was my idol as a kid. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Koivu was your idol as a kid. But I look back on that clip of him when his first game returning from cancer. I want to say it was cancer. That 5 minute standing ovation at the start of the game. I look back and I'm like, Koivu is awesome, and he's a great player. He seems like a really good player, like a great a role model, a fantastic captain for the Habs. But of course, I think this man, Brendan Gallagher, very well might be giving him a run for my money. The move he used to do in shootout. Why can't I? Oh God, I can't remember the move he used to do in shootout goals. Why do I feel like it was something similar to the Datsuk, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But Koivu, I'm sure he had a great move in shootouts because it's Saku. Koivu had great hands from what I've seen from highlights of him. But Gallagher, who I'm actually going to say is probably my third favorite Hab right now. Second, if we're excluding guys who are sadly going to retire next season, which probably is Thompson, Gallagher is going to move up to the second spot. And honestly, I think if we get rid of Weber, or when we get rid of Weber, Gallagher is going to be our captain. Gallagher is a fantastic leader. I really see a lot of Brendan Gallagher in Saku Koivu. I'm pointing to him off screen, but I'll pan over real quick. That is Saku Koivu on my wall. That is Saku Koivu, and I don't know if you can see, but that is, of course, Guy Lafleur. My hand is really hurting. That's, of course, Guy. Wait, is that actually? Yeah, that is Guy Lafleur. I was really hoping I wasn't going to mess that up, and thankfully I didn't. But I see a lot of Brendan Gallagher in Saku Koivu, and I think Gallagher is going to make a great captain. And I'm seeing a lot of comparisons to him with Koivu, not only because they both wear the number 11, but because they're both great. Harry Potter. Do you have a name on your jersey? No, I do not actually. Sexy. Thank you, Flippy. I do not actually have a name or number on my jersey. I believe this is a CCM. I'm trying to peek into my jersey. Yeah, it's a CCM. My dad actually gave this to me. He gave me both of the Canadiens jerseys I have right now. I just realized this actually matches perfectly because I'm wearing a Habs shirt underneath, which does not have a name either. But no, I don't have a name. Want to sex me tonight? Flip, no. Halloweener. Flip. Flip, you're lucky, Kyle. You're lucky DDT regulator's not here. He'd be banning your ass for 300 seconds again. Flip, how did you ever calculate how much he timed you out for last stream? Because it had to be something like 8 minutes, or not 8 minutes. No, it has to have been something like at least an hour, I think. Kyle effect. Okay, no, Kyle. Okay, no, we're not. We don't deal with that here. We don't deal with that. I'm unbannable. Try that again, Kyle. Why am I calling you Kyle now? I got to get back to this Habs game. Oh, God, we're half an hour in, and I'm barely in the third period. I like sniffing my marker apparently. And I put Weber's an awful defenseman now. I was just trying to be straight. Weber is, despite having 8 points, he's good in the points department, but I don't see Weber as a defenseman being that great, honestly. Shea Weber, I cannot see him as someone who in 2 years we're going to look at as Norris Trophy contender, as we did, I would say, 2 to 3 years ago. Weber, I do think should be traded. If he goes to Ottawa for the first overall pick, I'm going to be extremely happy, especially if I do get to go to the draft in June. And I put Q the comeback because I was thinking, okay, Weber just cost us the game, and they kept pricing. He was down for not a minute, but he was down for a few seconds, and I was like, oh god, our season's done. Because honestly, if after the game it comes out Price has a concussion, that's our season. We're 6-4-2 right now. Lock us up for that first overall draft pick. But if Price is just out for like say a few weeks, even I would argue a month and a half. If you have Kincaid and Primo splitting starts, that's good enough. I think that's good enough for the Habs until Price gets back. Especially if you do give Primo some starts. If, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't, but if it were to come out that Price is hurt for the game against the Bruins, I think you put Primo in net for that game. And actually, I'm going to mention this now because I have it at the end of my notes. Does Kincaid play tomorrow against the Knights? Or does Price do double duty? I'm honestly leaning more towards Kincaid starting because, well, yes, he has, I want to say it's like an 879, 880 save percentage. He plays well. I want to say the 2 games he's played, he's allowed 30, 35 shots. Or not he's allowed, but he's had about 30, 35 saves, and he's allowed 4 or 5 goals on them. He's sadly 0-2-0 right now. And honestly, a game against Boston would be the best first victory of his Habs career. But then again, I do think you play Kincaid tomorrow against Vegas. Unless you play Price tomorrow, start Kincaid Sunday, I think it is, against the Stars, and then you play Price Tuesday against the Bruins. Unless you want to give Price the night off, call up Primo, for example, have him play against either Vegas. I'd personally start him against the Stars, and you put Price in on Tuesday, but I'm getting ahead of myself now. That Weber thing with Price really seemed to spark the Habs, honestly. They're trying to get more shots on net. It's almost like they knew they're screwed if the Coyotes get any more shots, or any shots for the period of time where Price is probably a little rattled. And they didn't. I want to say it was about 3 or 4 shots with where the Habs did not get a shot on net, or where the Coyotes did not get a shot on net on Price. And thankfully he played solid for the rest of the game. Price, I would argue, is the first star of the game if it's not Brendan Gallagher for that first goal 22 seconds into the game, even with possibly Shea Weber as the first star. I'd be down for with the goal and the assist, despite possibly injuring Carey Price, or possibly helping injure Carey Price accidentally. Possible first star, I would argue. And there's a fantastic save from Antti Raanta in the final minute and a half of the period. It's a really good save on Paul Byron, and I'm going to mention this now. Byron should have his first of the season. Paul Byron should have had his first of the season tonight, and I can't blame Byron at all. It's Antti Raanta. That stick save, wow. And Sherratt Sherratt would have had 2 points because I believe he did get a point tonight with another assist. True, that was a good save. Good one. Jesse, if you actually did see it, respect. If you did not, then shame on you. But Ben Sherratt, it's a 2-on-1, gets it over to Byron, takes a shot, and it's a great stick save from Raanta to keep the game at 2-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. And going into the second, the shots are 22 each. Habs lead 2-0. And early in the second, the Habs are doing well. And I even joked to my father with like 5 seconds left with like 20 seconds left in the third. Oh, well, at least it seems there's not going to be a goal early this period. So what happens? 1 minute, 17 seconds into the third, it's Nick Cousins against his former team from Nick Suzuki. It's Nick to Nick. So they both now have 5 points. They helped each other get those 5 points. That's called teamwork, to very, very loosely quote Jack Black. And it's a great play. Ronta just misses that. Honestly, Cousins, he pulled, I don't know if it was a Domi or Kokiniemi. I feel like it was a Kokiniemi when he had the puck for his first goal of the season, I believe was Kokiniemi. He has the puck, makes the goalie slide over, goes a little too far or a little too down in this case, and just gets the shot off. And boom, it's a 3-0 hockey game. And I knew when it was 3-0, that's it. That's the game. Even if the Coyotes score, it's over for the Coyotes. And it really pretty much was. The Habs played a little chilled though after that 3-0 lead. They didn't need to play as tight as they have been in the first and the second, because being up 1-0 and 2-0 isn't really anything. Not anything, but it's more close than when you're up 3-0 and it's like, okay, 3-0. We can play a little relaxed. We can let them get a few more shots on Price, and of course the Coyotes then score to spoil the Price shutout. Fans are going to get three free tacos tomorrow between 4 and 6 p.m. So if you're watching this and you live in Phoenix, get yourself a free taco. It's at Taco Bell. Sadly, you can't just go to McDonald's and order a taco. Taco Bell, 4 to 6 p.m. You get three free tacos with any purchase of a large drink. I don't know why I'm plugging this. I don't live in Phoenix, but Phoenix, hit me up. I will gladly rep the Coyotes if you pay me. Any dollar amount will be fine. This is sort of my job that YouTube is withholding money from because I don't have enough views or enough subscribers. Thank you, Logan Paul, for that. Thank you very much. But the Coyotes scored a spoil the Price shutout. Price should have had that goal, but I also have to blame Jeff Petrie for not covering his man. That's one of the first goals this year. I've looked at the defense, and I've said, where were you at? You should have been there to cover your man. And in a way, Jeff Petrie sort of was. It's just once Price was not there for the save, Petrie let the – I didn't see who scored, but I know it was from Kessel. Got that pass. Once Kessel got that pass through, Petrie just let off his man. He thought, okay, Price is going to have that. He didn't. It's a 3-1 hockey game, and we're back to a 2-goal lead for the Canadiens. And I got to mention, Tatar was not playing very well in the third. He gives up the puck on a bad turnover, gives it right to a Coyote player, but thankfully nothing comes out of it. And then Price allows a shot with about 1:10 left. The rebound just barely escapes the Coyote player, and Price, I even put Price needs to start controlling those rebounds. I counted, I want to say about 5 or 6 rebounds that Price allowed after shots that could have resulted in something, but thankfully didn't. Thankfully, this was not a 6-4 Coyotes victory, or technically would have been a 7-4 Coyotes victory if you're including 7-5 if you're including that Byron goal, and if you're including that first should have been empty netter goal. It would have been a 7-5 Coyotes victory as opposed to 7-6, which was the Lightning beating the Devils tonight, which was just insane. I'm kind of rambling tonight. It's 1:30. Forgive me. I'm probably sounding really crazy. Jonathan Drouin makes it 4-1 with 8:57 left, banging away at the puck with Antti Raanta just between the legs hits the puck, gets it right to Drouin, who just gets into the net. It's from Yoel Armia with his 9th point of the season, and Ben Sherratt with his 2nd assist, his 3rd point of the season. And Drouin is now up with Gallagher for the leading goal scorer with 11 points. So when you look at this, we have 3 guys with double-digit points, and you have 4 guys just on the cusp of it with Armia, Tatar, Danault, and Weber. I honestly feel like Drouin and Gallagher, and even Domi and Gallagher, and even Drouin to a certain extent, could very well be 100-point players for the Habs. I feel like if you're playing Drouin, Gallagher, and Domi on the line, which you can't because Gallagher and Domi are both centers, so you have to play Domi and Danault are winger are centers, so you can't play them together. If you're playing Drouin, Gallagher, and Domi on the line together, and you somehow have to take Danault off the first line, that could be killer points, I think. Though I do think Danault being the better face-off man right now would be best on that first line, and keeping Domi with Tatar, and I believe he was playing with Armia tonight, is probably the best right now. If Danault, knock on wood, if Danault does start being a little slower and not playing as well as he is right now, substituting Domi on that first line would be perfect. That's what I love about the Habs center depth. You could play Thompson on that first line. It wouldn't be best, but if you have to, you really could play him on that first line. Of course, you're going to play Kotkaniemi and Domi before, but if you have to, you could play Thompson at center. And the person that just joined, I'm not usually this crazy. I'm not usually saying, imagine watching this big boy talk about bowling while in bed. Yo, dude, I'm gonna be talking about bowling next Tuesday. How'd you know? There's gonna be a ton of bodies flying everywhere, and the Habs play the Bruins. I did not mean for that awesome segue. Actually, that's actually a really good segue. DDT, thank you for coming in. You're my moderator. If you want to ban Flip, he's right in the chat. He said the faggot word earlier. I just said it now, so I'm probably gonna get demonetized. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, DDT regulator. You're an awesome mod. You're not the best because Jesse has bought me that camera, but if you want to rival him, you know what to do, big boy. We gotta finish that draft sometime. Omega lol, exactly. And I'm going to get back to the Habs game real quick. Weird champ, exactly, Jesse. The Habs played well. The Coyotes, despite getting shots on net, were not playing great. Four weird champs. The Coyotes were not playing very well tonight, despite them getting shots on net. Pain's champ. And Auntie Ronta was really keeping them in this game. It's sort of the schedule. Peppo weird. It's really sort of how the schedule has been for the Coyotes, despite them having a winning record. The Coyote has not been the schedule has not been really that kind of the Coyotes. Weird Peppo sad. And the Habs are able to hold off the Coyotes. 35-33 are the final shots for the Habs. It's a 4-1 Canadiens victory. They played very well. As they had to late in the period. Forgot the wide ones exist. Rip. So yeah, that's the Habs game. That's really he doesn't know Pepe laugh. Rip. That's really the Habs game for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to be back probably around the same time, around 12:50 or so. Talk about the Canadiens Knights game. Hopefully it's a Canadiens victory as well. Weird hard-owned. But yeah, and Kotkaniemi, or as I'm going to be calling him from now on, Cock. Cock was not seen out there. I was quite disappointed by Cock tonight. I did not get my satisfaction of Cock tonight. I'm going to try and make at least one of those every single Canadian stream from now on. So the golden one I'm going to say is I did not see any of the Cock I wanted tonight. Yeah, that's just about going to do it. Unless you guys want to chat, I'm probably going to get out of here in a couple minutes. I believe I just lost a viewer because of my Cock jokes. Yeah, it's 1:30. I'm probably going to get Harry as Kappa Pride. I am exactly Kappa Pride, Jesse. It's 1:30. I'm probably going to get to bed probably right as soon as the stream ends. If not, probably half an hour after the stream ends. And, of course, you gotta always stick the Frozen 2 banana sticker on your head before stream ends. Hopefully this is not made the automatic thumbnail. If it is, I'm going to kill whoever does that. And actually, I got a few quick things I want to talk about real quick before the stream ends real quick. So first off, the Montreal Expos have won the World Series. It happened during the second intermission of the Habs game. The Montreal Expos, or as they're known now, the Washington Nationals, have won the World Series. They beat the Houston Astros. DDT regulator, you should be very happy because I know where you live. We shouldn't be happy because of that, but you should be happy because the Nationals won the World Series. If you follow baseball, if you don't, you're an absolute squid. Harry is Papega, Burmbabunga. But yeah, the Nationals won the World Series. They beat the Houston Astros in 7. They won all their games in Houston, which is awesome in my opinion. And the second thing I'd like to note that I may or may not have seen Joker. As of right now, 2 days ago because it's Halloween. and I may or may not want to put out a review of it, but I may or may not want to hold off until Joker DTV joke Joker equals the worst movie Kappa. Damn DDT, you really spoiled my review of it. Now, but I might want to do a review of it. I may or may not want to hold off until a certain video comes out in about 2 or so months. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So if I do that, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll want them extra clicks from the Joker review, and I'll put out two. I'll put out one that's in Joker. In Joker, Harry fucking dies. Damn, rip. You downloaded. Funny thing, after I got back from the theater, Jesse, I legitimately downloaded Joker illegally. I mean, technically, it's not illegal since I paid for the movie already. I'm just getting it to see it again, which actually I genuinely want to go see Joker again in theaters. But I don't know. Considering on my gift card, I still want to see Zombieland 2. He admitted on stream FBI rip. I still want to see Zombieland 2, Motherless Brooklyn. There's another one. There's another one I want to see in theaters. I can't remember it right now. But there's at least 2 more movies I want to see in theaters. And if I'm able to go these next 2 weeks, I very well might start a series of reviewing movies on stream. Who knows? Four Brothers. Kyle, I'm never going to watch Four Brothers, buddy. The day I do that is the day I die. Actually, it will not be. It will be the day that I finally admit that I watched Four Brothers. The funny thing is I'm staring right at it over on my DVD shelf. And I'm just staring at it. And every night I think, should I watch Four Brothers? And then I decide, nah. And tonight I actually watch Ghostbusters. You buy DVDs? Hell yeah, Jesse. I still buy DVDs. I mean, have you seen my Amazon wish list? You must have seen my Amazon wish list. No, but legit, I buy DVDs. I'm a big collector. I watch a lot of the movies I own, or at least I have recently. I think before it was something like 20, 30 movies I've seen, and watch it tomorrow, you waddle duck. You know what? DDT, don't make me say it. I'm going to say it. Don't make me say it. But yeah, Jesse, I've been collecting DVDs 10 years or so now. And just recently, like the past year and a half, I've really started watching movies. I think I've gone from 20 to, I want to say about 100, 110. I don't care that you broke. No, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. You're a stupid pecker. I had to hit you with that. I had to hit you with that Tourette's guy. I'm cracking my knuckles because I already cracked them. That hurts. My thumbs are the ones that hurt. Come on, bruh. I had to say it. But yeah, this is a fun discussion we're having right now. By the way, if you're here and watching this after the Habs review, thank you for actually coming Thank you for coming. And also thank you for being in the stream this long, or the recording, the VOD recording. See, guys, this is what I have to deal with. The lighting, if it was over here, would be that bad. And if it's over here, it's actually not too bad. That's part of the reason I usually stick to this side of the screen, is because I'm over here, or even if I'm over here, the lighting is very, very bad. So that's why I usually stick to this side, because I can at least see. I might actually head out soon. I don't want this stream to last an hour. Well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I don't know. If you guys want to go head over to the Discord and chat in there and voice chat or something, I'm all down for that. I'm absolutely down for that. I got 4 viewers. I'm blinding away. Rip. Hello to the 4th viewer. I'm done my Habs discussion. Unless you wanna chat Habs, I'm absolutely down for that. You left, so all right. That's perfect. All right, no worries. But yeah. He said no one left. He really did. Thank you. F's in chat, boys. F's in chats for me. I'm waiting for Flip to come back because I'm pretty sure he's still on the stream, actually. But yeah, the Nationals Expos won the World Series. That's awesome. I might want to do a Joker review. I very well might. I don't know. The only thing that sucks, I'm going to have to use clips from the trailer, and I'm going to have to make it at least probably an hour long, because that's how much I have to say about the movie. It's fantastic just from one viewing. And I know, DDT, you haven't seen the movie, so I got to be very careful with what I say. But on YouTube, there's one scene in particular that I just keep going back and watching because of how weird it is. how real it is. Ever had a dense popcorn kernel? I actually, speaking of popcorn, this boy actually kept his popcorn bag. There's still popcorn in it, which I'm pretty sure is still good. And before you ask, yes, of course I got extra butter. I genuinely had, right? You did read me like a book. I legit had a couple popcorn kernels in here, and they were dense as shit. They were dense. Thankfully, it didn't taste like it, but thankfully I didn't eat the kernels. I got it and just ripped it out like a tooth. I've actually ripped out a tooth of mine before. It was like sort of loose. I kept playing with it. I guess I kept not bending it, but I kept like pushing against it, and then it came out and yeah, blood. I can share that story on my channel. DDT Regulator. Speaking of, you go to his channel, he will not have story times because he's a coward who does not want to share his personal stories, even though he's an awesome storyteller. He's a coward. Imagine being Canadian. Kyle, you really want to go there? Imagine being a team that can only win a World Series after they move from Canada. Dabbing them niggas. That could probably get used against me in the future. Oh god, that's awful. Oh god, that's gonna get used against me. Hashtag cancel Harry Rice, boys. Can you hashtag cancel Harry Rice, please? Thank you very much. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Nick Cash can say it. I can say it. Nick Cash can say anything. I can say anything. Hoarding popcorn. I'm hoarding popcorn like no other. I think last year, or was it earlier this year? I want to say it was yo, we all said it. That's very true. Imagine saying the N-word for weird. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. I hoarded my popcorn from when I saw Avengers Endgame for like a week, and it was still good afterwards. Probably because I put it in a container and I sealed the container. Not sealed it, but I had put it in a container and such. But yeah, I'm not gonna hoard this one for a week. I'm probably gonna finish it tomorrow, actually. But yeah, and of course this bag is a Cineplex bag. It's actually pretty cool. It's got some shit on it, and some writing as well, of course. But yeah, if you guys want to head to Discord, that's perfectly fine with me. But I think I'm gonna head out in a minute. I'm getting quite tired. It's 1:40 in the morning. And yeah, I got to get up. I could get up late tomorrow actually because the Habs game. But Harry, you shocked me when you said if I actually did Jesse, that's awesome. But like Pikachu, that's gonna be an emote. I'm gonna make that an emote. Remind me, unless you guys want to screenshot this now, then post in the Discord. Let me know. I can just imagine someone coming into the stream while I'm doing that, and they're just like, "What the fuck's this guy doing?" But there's something I wanted to say and I forgot about it. Damn it! What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Tomorrow, technically, Friday starts no November. Don't remind me, Kyle. Please don't remind me. Stay strong, boys. I'm gonna try to. Tomorrow, which will technically be November 1st, when I come on stream for the Habs review, I may or may not be dressed up. I may or may not be wearing or doing something for a costume that I'm probably going to regret very, very much. I may or may not have it figured out what I want to be, but either way, I'm sure today's my last nut before training. Big rip, Jesse. Good luck. Stay strong, boy. But you guys might want to come by to the stream. Technically tomorrow. Technically tonight. It's probably gonna start tonight. He's gonna blackfish and Kyle. I very well might. I very well might not. I probably won't though. I'm just gonna tell you it might involve color. It might involve the blue blanc and rouge. It might involve other colors that are not black because I'm absolutely not a racist. DDT, please don't leak chats. but yeah, I probably should have announced this at the beginning of the stream, the whole costume thing. If you're watching this late, you've probably left once I said the N-word. But yeah, I have some glasses off stream that I'm gonna try real quick. I don't mind. Oh God, this is awful. You guys can probably see my room. Actually, you guys could actually probably see that. I'm not gonna like that. Oh God, this looks really weird. After watching this late, you probably left after I said the N word. They stayed, yet they left. Yeah, Kyle, that's gonna be the first quote. That's Can I add quote? Is there an add quote feature? Add quote. If you're watching this late, you probably left after I said the N word. Add quote. That's exactly how you do it. It's exactly like Twitch. Yeah, I'm probably actually gonna head out in a couple minutes because Nick doesn't stream anymore. He really doesn't. Rip him. I mean, he streamed the other night, but yeah, rip him. He doesn't need. We don't need Nick Cash. All we need is Harry Rice. Hashtag mod Harry Rice because I'm not modding my channel. White House Omegalol, rip. I'm actually very surprised I'm still streaming. I was expecting the stream to only last like 20 minutes. I assume I have a new subscriber due to the Canadiens and Coyotes game. Funny enough, I've actually gotten more subscribers from the Coyotes game than I think I got from the Maple Leafs stream. Which is funny because there's that one guy. His name is Ryan, who didn't come by the other night during the Leafs game. He probably went to it actually. Oh no, he couldn't have because it was in Montreal. So actually, yeah, I don't know why he didn't come by. I don't know. But yeah, Canadiens, they're pretty good right now. They're in a wild card spot. Checking his chat logs. No, don't do it, Jesse. Please don't. I'm actually gonna check real quick. Recent messages. Nick, chat logs. Save this villain. Nick, your channel and Twitter dying. I suggest you do something about it. Funny thing is, his channel sort of is dying. It's not even his fault. It's a mix of his fault and a mix of biracial Santa. Tone 5? How many tones of Santa are there? What's Santa tone 2? Oh, God. Oh, God. What is this? I don't know why it corrected it to Sandal, but Sandalta needs to be something. A shrug tone biracial gender sign thing. I don't know. Whew. Y'all gotta admit, I got some slick hair, boys. I got some slick hair. Kind of look like John Cena. This actually does kind of look like the John Cena hair that he's got right now. Yo. How do I open YouTube and the first thing I see is something on the Scary Maze game? No, you don't. Yes, I do, Jesse. Come on. Look, it's got the perfect hair split right here. It's John Cena hair. It's John Cena hair. DDT, you can vouch for me. I'm pretty sure you can absolutely vouch for me. And if you can't, then you're an absolute squid, boy. But yeah, the stream seems to be going a little slow. I'm probably gonna end that right now, actually. So yeah, guys, if you've watched the entire stream, thank you very, very much for doing so. I sound like Brie Larson. Thank you very much. Thank you a lot for watching the stream. If you have 59 minutes and 20 seconds, Jesse. If you have watched the entire stream, the whole pretty much hour by the time I'm gonna finish this, thank you a lot. My name is Harry Rice. As you probably know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, and everything which includes but is not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name is Harry Rice. I got the John Cena hair and that big show body. No credit to DDT Regulator at all because Madame was a scummy bitch on YouTube. I'm going to start drama with her. get more populars. I'm gonna get more populars, boys. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I got my Twitter, my Twitch. My Twitter I've been using a little bit more recently for stuff past an hour. Can we get some Pog champs in the chat, please? Thank you very much. My Twitch, I don't use it all right now. If I'm able to start streaming with good internet, then I'll see about that. No, thank you very much. Whoever liked the stream, thank you very much. That's probably DDT Regulator because he's an OG. If it's Jesse, thank you. If it's not DDT, you're an absolute squid, buddy. My Amazon wishlist is also in the description. If you wish to support me, I don't have a PayPal because I'm not old enough for that. I'm 17, in case you did not know. YouTube, please don't take down my channel. I'm not being held by terrorists this time. You cannot take my channel down just for that. Thank you very much, YouTube. I hate you. Screw YouTube. It's not good. It's not a good service at all. 17 Omega Law, indeed. But my Amazon wishlist is the only way you could really support me in that type of way, I guess. It's not recommended, but if you absolutely want to do something like that, you can go ahead and do it. I will make a video, unboxing, whatever. But yeah, and my letterbox is in the description. That's where I'm going to be rating and possibly reviewing movies for now until I start making YouTube videos about movies. Imagine being 17. Oh, Kyle, you're clowning on yourself right now, buddy. But yeah, I just reviewed Joker last night before I make my video review, which I'm going to say a lot more about Joker in that. And like I said, in a possible future video that may or may not be coming out in about 2 months. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But other than that, I usually rate movies. I just give them out of 5 stars or whatever. So yeah, follow me on there if you want. Oh, you're 12. Yeah, sure you are, DDT. I've been a pedophile, then it seems. But yeah, my link's in the description. How's that hunt for a preschooler going, by the way? No, all kidding aside, you're not in preschool. You're in like what, 8th grade, 7th grade? Clowning on himself, dog. DDT, you took away that like. Thank you very much. Wow, what an absolute squid. What a coward. You put it back. Thank you. You're no longer a squid and a coward, DDT. So yeah, I've been going for over an hour somehow. I'm trying to load the channel statistics right now. I want to see if I did get a new subscriber. I'm pretty sure I did. Hey, Harry wearing the clown colors. I really am. I'm sporting that white, red, and blue, which is actually pretty much clown colors, except the Habs were darker blue. I was actually legitimately. That's not my costume for tomorrow. But I was gonna actually dress up as the Joker for Halloween. I did it 3 years ago. I dressed up as the shitty Jared Leto Joker, and my mom misspelled damaged on my forehead. And this year I was gonna go with the good Jokers, the best Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, of course from this one. But by the time I saw the movie, I was gonna wait till I saw the movie to like, okay, yeah, I love the movie Popcorn Kernel so much that I'm going to dress up as him. But since I only saw it Tuesday, I didn't have enough time to get my costume ready. So who knows? Maybe if anything, I'll spray paint my hair red. Your Joker opinion means nothing. Yes, it does. Doesn't matter that I haven't seen Dark Knight. Jared Leto, we can all agree, is the worst Joker. Everyone is going to agree Joaquin Phoenix is the greatest Joker that has ever put on the big screen, especially with only Phoenix and Leto. I've seen parts of Nicholson and I've seen parts of Ledger. Phoenix is the best Joker, and no one is going to prove me wrong, even after I see Dark Knight, which I'm actually probably going to watch this month because I know I'm watching the Blade Runner films. Parts he's in it for like what, 10, 20 minutes. But I'm going to be seeing hopefully the Blade Runner films this month, and hopefully the Dark Knight films. They're the Batman Nolan trilogy, as I'll call it, the Nolan Batman films this month, hopefully. But yeah. Ow, that hurt. No new subscriber, sadly. 9 views already on this on here. Yeah, I should probably be leaving. I already said my outro. I've seen parts of Phoenix too, but I don't make opinions like that. That's good for you, Kyle. If you don't want to make opinions like that already, then go right ahead and not do so. I'll be over here with my right opinion that Joaquin Phoenix is the best Joker, and no one will ever topple him. Though I'm not sure if you've heard the saying that fans have quoted, but I stand by it. Leto is a sane person trying to act crazy. Phoenix's Joker is a crazy person trying to act sane. And honestly, that doesn't even begin to explain how fantastic Joaquin Phoenix's performance in Joker really is. I'm pretty much just doing a Joker review right now, but thankfully I'm not going off on a full on tangent. Leto was just bad. Leto was he was he was the worst Joker. Leto is absolutely the worst Joker that has ever been put to cinema, and I'm glad he got screwed over on the Joker solo movie, and they gave Phoenix that role instead. Because without Joaquin Phoenix, if you put Jared Leto in that movie, it does not work as well. And everything around it is if everything around it is the same, and you just replace Phoenix with Leto, it becomes far worse. It's still a good film, probably, but it's nowhere near as phenomenal as it is without Joaquin Phoenix in that role. I thought you were saying Joaquin Phoenix, Joaquin. It's Joaquin Phoenix. I'm speaking of. I've been kind of a Joaquin Phoenix addict lately. I've seen I'm Still Here with him. There's several films of his I want to see probably next month if we're going by October 31st. But yeah. Well, wait, he wasn't saying Joaquin. Hey, bystander, how's it going, buddy? Bystander, you're a little late to the stream technically because I'm finished the Habs recap. We're talking Joker right now with DDT Regulator and Jesse is Dung. Just don't mention any spoilers because DDT has not seen it at all. DDT, don't ban Bystander. You can ban Flip, but you can't ban Bystander. Bystander is a pretty dope dude. He comes by Nick Cash's streams a lot. I haven't seen it either. All right, great. All I'm going to say is Phoenix is the best Joker ever. Go see it as soon as you can. Go see it right now. If there's somehow a theater near you that's open and playing Joker in like 10 minutes, which I highly doubt because it's like 2 a.m., go see it. Phoenix is the best Joker. No one will prove me wrong that Ledger is the best Joker. People only say he's the best Joker because he passed away before the movie actually came out, and that's the reason he has all the hype. I got my flu shot. My arm hurts like shit. Oh, I'm sorry about that, bystander. Thankfully, I don't have. What was I about to say? I don't have AIDS. I don't need my flu shots, or at least I don't think I do. My voice is hurting. That's absolutely wrong. Jesus, how ignorant. Kyle, you're starting to sound like those SJWs. No, but he's praised because he was just good. We'll find. I'll be the judge of that. Really, 4 likes with 4 viewers. Holy shit, that's awesome. Thank you guys for liking the stream. I appreciate it. Even DDT, who has the wrong opinion, thank you for liking the stream. If you take away your like now, you're just a coward and you're a squid. But I still can't get over it. I've been streaming for over an hour at this rate. I'm gonna have to put in the description. Review ends at blank because it probably ended about half an hour ago, if I'm being honest. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like the performance of Ledger is too overhyped. I feel like it's really overhyped because he passed away. Because allegedly the Joker role overtook him, but he really didn't. He was just drug addicted before The Dark Knight came out, actually, or before he took the Dark Knight role. But yeah, I feel like Ledger's Joker is probably overhyped. It's probably still really good, but not as good as Joaquin Phoenix. I'm going a few minutes, 20 minutes later. Well, hey, DDT, if you hadn't come by the stream, I wouldn't be here right now. I would not have 4 viewers and 4 likes with 9 views. My watch time and my views are going up. I just need them subs. But yeah, I feel like honestly, Ledger. I do like Heath Ledger. He's good in Brokeback Mountain with Jake Gyllenhaal, which is actually a really, really good film. Which actually, speaking of, I should probably work on a certain list revolving around films. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Totally not a big, absolute big boy stupid hint that I'm not good at giving because I'm not good at giving hints. But I liked Ledger in Brokeback Mountain. I don't know if he is going to be the best Joker. I feel like if anything, it's because we spend the whole movie of Joker with Arthur Elston Joker, And in that movie, he's in it for what, 20, 30 minutes at the most. I personally find characters to be better when you can spend a lot of time with them. That's why I relate more. Did the movie end with a possible sequel? Kinda not. I mean, if there is a sequel, it works. If there isn't a sequel, it's a standalone movie, it also works. You really have to see the movie to be the judge of that. All I'm gonna say is that there's a few things that could be talked about if there's a sequel, and there's some things that don't need to be talked about if there's a sequel. I'm just gonna say that. But I'm gonna say, would I love a sequel? Absolutely. If there's a sequel with you can get Todd Phillips returning as the director and the writer, and you can get Joaquin Phoenix back in the Joker role, I will absolutely see it. Marvel better. Keep in mind, recently Marvel has had Black Panther and Captain Marvel on their resume. I find Black Panther worse because at least Captain Marvel I can watch. By the way, to any of the new viewers, I'm done my Habs recap. You're gonna have to watch the VOD of that unless YouTube during this live stream allows you to go back to the beginning of the video. Then go right ahead. Harry, you hardly know DC. Shut it. I've seen Suicide Squad and Joker. I know DC. I'll admit Suicide Squad's not a great film. I appreciate it for introducing me to Margot Robbie and introducing me to Margot Robbie, which technically it was The Wolf of Wall Street because, and I can actually show you right now, or at least I think I can. Yeah, I can. Technically, this DVD, which is a bootleg, is the very first movie that I knew of from Margot Robbie. Technically, because I had it first, but for going by like I knew her by name in the movie, it's Suicide Squad. I enjoy Suicide Squad. I'll admit it has a lot of flaws, but I really enjoy it, but I like it. It would be in my top 100 favorite movies, not best movies, but my favorites probably. Suicide Squad would probably be like 90 or something, and it's really just for the sentimental value of when I saw it in theaters and because of Margot Robbie, because I really liked her Harley Quinn, and I'm very happy to see Birds of Prey hopefully in February. I'm actually probably going to save up money on my almost like credit card, my gift card, if anything, to see Birds of Prey and Black Widow in February. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm probably seeming like a giant Marvel nerd because I watched all 23 MCU films within the span of like a year. I literally went from Iron Man in, I want to say it was June of 2018 to Endgame in April is when it came out, April of 2019. And I went all the way through just to get spoiled by the deaths and a thing at the end. In case somehow you haven't seen Endgame and you're watching this video afterwards, just go watch the MCU. The only ones that are fantastic are Iron Man and Endgame. Came out in May, you dumb. Oh, well then May. No, I thought it was April. Because I thought the original release date was May 4th, 2019. But then April? Yeah, it was April. Thank you, Jesse. April 26th? Yeah, April 26th. I think I saw it in May, though. Or no. I feel like I saw it a couple days after it came out. Yeah, because I remember when I saw it in theaters, it was a big crowd because, and it was a kind of a small theater. We were literally packed in together. We were like so close to each other in the main lobby that I literally missed the first 20 seconds of the movie with Hawkeye and such. And thankfully, I thought it was like 5 minutes in, but then the title card came up. I was like, okay, good. We only missed like a minute. And it's really not meaningful. You just find out Hawkeye's family got dusted and such. So thankfully, we didn't miss that much. But I am going to be rewatching Endgame this month, thankfully. Or next month, I should say, because not Halloween. Should have rolled with it. Didn't know. Rip. It's because Jesse's a know-it-all. He really is. Jesse's a know-it-all. He does know everything. He knows everything about anything ever. I should actually probably edit the description to read review ends 20 minutes in, 40 minutes in. At this point, it's just a discussion, which I'm really enjoying. And if you're still watching, thank you. I've not done my outro. I've done my outro, but it's just so fun talking with these big boys. By the way, how's my hair looking? It's probably looking like a mess. I really should shave my facial hair. I'm actually probably gonna do that for my costume tonight. I probably look like a big neck beard with this facial hair still here. I got a big boy chubby face. I should probably work out a little more or some more. Work out in general. Trick or treating? Nope. I'm not trick or treating. I'm gonna be in costume on stream. I'm not giving out candy either because we're poor. No, but we probably actually wouldn't get anyone here. It's. I think it's raining. First off, right now, and second off, we're in a like sort of a highway. It's like a busy street, a lot of businesses. We're literally right next to a business, and the closest house is like a minute and a half walk. It's funny. It's 2 a.m. I'm only really like just now getting tired. There's a lot of silence going on right now. I just realized I don't really have that much to talk about when I don't have viewer interaction. It's 11 p.m. It is 2 a.m., Jesse. What does that clock say? What does that clock say? What does that clock read? Right there. All right, that's not even Jesse this time. It's bystander. What does that clock read? It does not say 11. I can't read. Oh. 11. It does not say 11. It says 5:02. It says 5:02. If you're looking at it through the reverse on my view, if you're looking at it normally, it says 10:31. What is that language he's speaking? It's called idiot. It's language only I have mastered. Actually, how does the stream look with this light on? Oh God, that's. Oh God, I should do a tab stream like this. Just oh no, turn that off. Jesus. Ugh. The art is stupid. Exactly, the art of stupid, and the language is idiot. I'm being serious this time. I'm probably gonna leave in like 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes. I'm actually starting to get tired. So yeah. As Nick Cash would say, all good things must come to an end. But then again, who says this is a good thing? All right, boys. DDT, you're gonna head out. All right. I assume you got school tomorrow. You had seventh grader. You got school tomorrow. You gotta head out and such. Who? My phone's about to die. And damn. All right, DDT. Hopefully you come by tomorrow's stream, and hopefully everything's going better with you and such. If not, if you don't message me tomorrow, or if you don't drop by the stream, I should say. Hopefully we talk some other time, and hopefully it goes well with everything. Hopefully that girl you're pursuing is hooking you up, boy. But yeah, DDT is heading out. I'm probably gonna head out in a few minutes. I'm actually gonna head out now. I think tomorrow's our last day before November. It is DDT. I'm gonna make you count for sure. I'm gonna not that many times. How many times? As many times as is on this board. So, 242,100,731 times. That is how many times. That's a lot. Yeah. Rather one more time? Hey, one more time. One more time. Yes, I don't know the words. I'm gonna do my outro along with Anna from Frozen because I can say I did a stream with Anna from Frozen and get the 8-year-old viewers who can hear me say the N word like 30 minutes ago. So actually, real quick, I'm I'm gonna do this for the end of the stream. See ya, Mr. DDT Regulator. And that's gonna do it for me too. I'm actually gonna take this off. That's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share everything, which includes but is not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name is Harris. Subscribe to my Puff Club. Subscribe to the HD Club. My boy Jesse in the chat. He's my moderator. He's my head moderator, as I'm gonna consider him from now on. For getting me, shout out to him for getting me this dope HD webcam that I'm using. I've always been not always been using. I've been using for the past month or so. I want to say month, maybe 2 months or so. My Twitch, my Twitter, my Amazon wishlist, and my letterbox. They're in the descriptions. Check those out if you really want to. It's appreciated though, especially the Twitch, the Twitter, and my letterbox. My Amazon wishlist and my Twitch aren't required, obviously. None of them are required, but appreciated. That's going to do it. If you guys like the content, if you liked the Habs review, or if you're this far and you like the discussion, let me know because I'm going to plan on doing some more streams. Thank you to DDT, Bystander, Jesse, and I'm going to assume Flip is the other one that's in chat, but he doesn't feel like talking. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Harris. It sucks to end the stream, but I got to get some sleep. I would stream 24/7 if I really could. My name is Harris. And I am out. Peace.